Hi all! As a part of new curriculum in CBSE for the academic year 2020-21, the students are required to prepare a study on one Indian state in comparison with their home state. CBSE students from Kerala has to study about Himachal Pradesh. Students have to have a project regarding this for the successful completion of their coursework. This video is for the students who need to prepare a project on Himachal Pradesh and Kerala. In this video, I will be discussing the key features of both the state, right from the geography to culture and tradition and to lifestyle of the people. Welcome to the video, a comparative study of Kerala, the God's own country, and Himachal Pradesh, the abode of gods. Kerala is the southernmost state lined by Arabian Sea on one side and Tamil Nadu on another side, whereas Himachal Pradesh is one of the northern states which lies in the foothills of Himalaya. Kerala was formed in November 1st, 1956 under the administration of EMS Namboothiripada. The communist government under EMS was the first communist government in the world who came to power through a democratic election. Himachal Pradesh was formed in 25th January 1971 under the administration of Dr. Yashwant Singh Parmar. Kerala is comparatively a small state with an area of 38,963 km square and a population density of 860 people per kilometer square. Himachal Pradesh has an area of 55,673 km square with a population density of 123 people per kilometer square. Now let us learn about the geography, climate and biodiversity of these states. Due to the geographical position, both the state has very distinct climatic condition and diverse yet rich biodiversity. Kerala is a state with very diverse physical structure with one side covered with sea and another covered with high mountains. Kerala has a vast coastal line along its western boundary and a long wall of mountains along its eastern boundary. Kerala experiences a humid tropical rainforest climate. The geography of Kerala can be divided into three climatically distinct regions: the eastern highlands, the central midlands, and the western lowlands. The highlands is composed of rugged and cool mountainous terrain, which includes high mountains and deep-cut valleys contributed by the Western Ghats. The Western Ghats has an average altitude of 1,500 meters above the sea level. It hosts some of the highest peaks in South India, such as Anamudi. The Central Midland has a plain plateau structure with rolling hills. The coastal plain of the state extends to an area of 590 kilometers. The Kerala has 41 west-flowing rivers and 3 east-flowing rivers. Himachal Pradesh is a state which lies in the foothills of Himalaya. This state is beautifully adorned by great Himalayas in its northern region and lowlands towards its southern region. Himachal is a western Himalayas. It is a mountainous state. Most of the state lies in the foothills of the Dhauladhar range. The geography can be divided into northern high hills, central mid hills, and southern low hills. The northern high hills has temperate and dry uphills and temperate wet low hills. The highlands are almost snow desert with less vegetation. The mid hills are subhumid regions. The low hills are subtropical regions with an extensive cover of vegetation. The drainage system of Himachal is composed of both rivers and glaciers. Himalayan rivers crisscrosses the entire mountain chain. These rivers are perennial and are fed by snow and rainfall. They are protected by natural vegetation. Kerala has a wet and maritime tropical climate influenced by seasonal heavy rains of southwest summer monsoon and southeast winter monsoon. The monsoon divides into two branches, the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch of the southwest monsoon first hits the western Ghats, making Kerala the first state in India to receive rain from the southwest monsoon. Kerala's rainfall averages to 2,923 millimeters annually. It has around 120 to 140 rainy days per year. The state has a moderate summer and winter. During summer, the state is prone to gale force winds, storm surges, cyclone-related torrential downpours, occasional droughts, and rises in sea level. The mean daily temperature ranges from 19.8 degrees Celsius to 36.7 degrees Celsius. Himachal Pradesh has an extreme variation in climatic condition due to the change in elevation. The climate varies from hot and subhumid tropical in the southern tracts to cold alpine and glacial in the northern and eastern mountain ranges. The state's winter capital, Dharamsala, receives very heavy rainfall, whereas areas like Lahore and Spiti are cold and almost rainless. The state receives very severe winter with occasional snowfall. At winter, the temperature drops below zero with an average temperature of 9 degrees Celsius. Himachal Pradesh has a moderate summer and monsoon. Summer average temperature ranges from 28 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. It receives an average of 1,251 millimeter rain per year. Kerala has a rich biodiversity concentrated and protected in the Western Ghats. The state has 9,400 kilometers square of forest, which includes tropical wet evergreen and semi-evergreen, tropical moist and dry deciduous forest, the mountain subtropical and temperate forest. Altogether, 24% of Kerala is forested. Kerala's fauna is notable for their diversity and high rates of endemism. It includes 118 species of mammals, 500 species of birds, 189 species of freshwater fish, 173 species of reptiles, 151 species of amphibians. These are threatened by extensive habitat destruction, including soil erosion, landslides, salination, and resource extraction. 25% of India's plant species are found in Kerala. Kerala has 4,600 flowering plants and 900 medicinal plants. The world's oldest teak plantation is in Nilambur, Kerala. Himachal Pradesh is one of the richest reservoirs of biological diversity in the world. Its forest area constitutes 66.52% of the area of Himachal Pradesh. The Great Himalayan National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and Pin Valley National Park are the national parks located in the state. Himachal Pradesh has around 463 bird, 77 mammals, 44 reptile and 80 fish species. The state also has 30 wildlife sanctuaries and 3 conserve reserves. The state is endowed with high diversity of medicinal and aromatic plants. After the winter season, The hillsides and orchards bloom with wild flowers. Himachal is also said to be the fruit bowl of the country. Of total 45 species found in the country, 3,295 species are reported in this state. Now, let us compare the literature and cultural diversities of the state. Both of the state has rich and well diversified culture. Many of the traditions are most likely to be a part of the geography of the states. The language is a reflection of the inner soul. The language and its usage depicts the existence of a healthy community. The language spoken in Kerala is Malayalam. Malayalam is a Dravidian language spoken by people in Kerala, Lakshadweep and Pondicherry. The Malayalam alphabet has 15 vowels, 42 consonants and a few other symbols. The language spoken in Himachal Pradesh is Hindi. Hindi is an Indo-Aryan language spoken in most of the North Indian states and is the official language of 9 states and 3 union territories. Hindi is written in Devanagari script composed of 14 vowels and 33 consonants. Traditional art forms exhibit rich cultural heritage of a place. Both Kerala and Himachal Pradesh has numerous art forms. Some of the traditional art forms of Kerala are Kathakali, Mohiniyattam, Chakyarkooth, Nanniyarkooth, Margamgali, Oppana, Teyyam, Panjavadyam, Ottantullal, Kalari, Pulikali, etc. Traditional art forms of Himachal Pradesh includes Nati, Guhati, Mala, Rakshatha, Shant and Shabu, Kekali, Bhangra, Dangi, Chanakcham, Jaintha and all. Over to this, both the state has a lot of tribal art forms and contemporary art forms. Greatness of a culture can be found in its festivals. Onam is the national festival of Kerala. It is celebrated in the sweet memories of the distant past when Mahabali, a celebrated emperor of Asuras or demons, was supposed to have ruled over Kerala. Onam is a harvest festival in which all sections of people participate with extreme jubilation. Onam exhibits the unity and religious harmony that exist in the state. Vishu is another important religious festival which is celebrated in the first day of Malayalam month Mela. Navaratri is a Hindu religious festival dedicated to the Divine Mother worshipped in different manifestations, namely Durga, Saraswati, Kali, etc. This is the same as Dasara celebrated in rest of the country. During this festival, small children officially starts their education. This festival marks the importance given to the education by Keralites. Tiruvadira is celebrated in commemoration of the death of Kamadeva, the mythological god of love. This is celebrated on the asterism Tiruvadira in the Malayalam month of Thanu. Deepavali is celebrated in commemoration of the destruction of the demon called Naragasura by Lord Krishna. Over to this, the Kerala also celebrates some of the international religious festivals such as Easter, which commemorates the resurrection of Christ Jesus, Bakrid, the festival of sacrifice in commemoration of Abraham's willingness to offer his son as a sacrifice to God's command, Christmas, the celebration of birth of Jesus Christ, and Ramadan in the 9th month of the lunar year. Some of the most important festivals celebrated in Himachal Pradesh are Hulu Dasara, the religious international fair related to the consecration of Praghunand or Lord Rama onto his throne. Losar is a religious festival marked in the commencement of the blooming of apricot trees. Halda is a 2-day grand carnival dedicated to Shiskar Appa, the goddess of wealth. A massive bonfire is made as a part of this festival, which symbolizes the solidarity of the group and community gatherings. The Sazu is an ancient festival which brings religious tenor and spiritual ecstasy to the whole valley of Kinnaur. The Dungri fair is rooted in the great epic of Mahabharata. The day is marked as the birthday of Hidimba, Bhim's wife. Food is not rational. Food is a culture, habit, and identity. Kerala cuisine includes a wide variety of vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes prepared using fish, poultry, and meat. Culinary spices have been cultivated in Kerala for a millennia, and they are the characteristic of its cuisine. Rice is a dominant staple that is eaten at all times a day. Kerala Sadhya is a traditional vegetarian meal which is served at auspicious occasions on a banana leaf, followed by a cup of payasam, a dessert. Talasheri biryani is a popular as ethnic brand. Parota and beef roast is one of the most loved food in the state. It also has a huge variety of evening snack and seafoods. Traditionally, Himachali cuisine is dominated by red meat and wheat bread. Thick and rich gravy with aromatic spices is used in abundance as a base of many dishes. Ham is a traditional food served in marriages or other functions. Sithu, Parode, Chile, and Babru are the authentic snack dishes of the state. They also eat fish varieties. The curry served is rich in spices and authentic Himachali aroma. Now, let us learn about the present lifestyle and the progress of the society. Kerala is a state known for its religious and communal harmony. In this state, 55% of the people follow Hinduism, 27% follows Islam, and 18% follows Christianity. In Kerala, there is a large portion of the population who does not have any religious beliefs. Himachal Pradesh is a state which has 95% of its population following Hinduism. Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, and Christianity also exist in this state. Himachal Pradesh hosts some of the most important pilgrimage spots in the country. Now, let us compare the economy of the state. The economy of Kerala is the 9th largest economy in India. Kerala is a consumer state. Only 11% of its GDP comes from the primary sector. The primary sector mainly consists of agriculture, fishing, horticulture, and animal husbandry. Main agriculture products are coconut, rice, beverages, cashew, rubber, and spices. The secondary sector contributes 25% of the GDP. It mainly includes coir, handloom, rubber, handicraft, mining, food processing, Ayurvedic medicine manufacturing, wood and bamboo industries, shipbreaking, etc. The cultivation of coconut and coconut-allied industries provide a good portion of the income of the state. The tertiary sector comprises of services such as transport, storage, communications, tourism, banking, insurance, hospitality, and real estate. Education and health is a main area of service sector. Over to this, a huge portion of the Kerala's GDP come from the emigrants working in foreign countries who send home annually a sum of 6.81 billion US dollars, which is the highest among Indian states. Kerala has focused more attention towards growth of information technology sector with the formation of Technopark Thiruvananthapuram, which is one of the largest IT employer in Kerala. It is the first technology park in India. The income in Himachal Pradesh mainly comes from the secondary and tertiary sector. The primary sector contributes 16% of the GDP of the state. The primary sector includes agriculture, including horticulture and animal husbandry, forestry and logging, fishing, mining, and quarrying. The major portion of the revenue earning of the state's economy is carried out by cash crops in Himachal Pradesh. The chief food crops cultivated includes wheat, maize, rice, barley, seed potato, ginger, vegetables, vegetable seeds, mushroom, hops, olives, and fig. The secondary sector contributes 40% to the GDP. It includes manufacturing, drugs, construction, electricity, gas, and water supply. The tertiary sector, which includes tourism, trade, transport, communication, banking, real estate, and business services for community and personal services, contribute 44% of the total GDP of the state. Himachal Pradesh is also known as the apple state of India for its large-scale production of fruits. Farmers have engaged themselves highly in food production and is a great blessing for the economy of the state. Now, let us learn about the tourism in Kerala and Himachal Pradesh. National Geographic's Traveller magazine named Kerala as one of the 10 paradises of the world and 50 must-see destinations of a lifetime. Kerala's beaches, backwaters, lakes, mountain ranges, waterfalls, palaces, religious institutions, heritage sites, and wildlife sanctuaries are major attraction for both domestic and international tourists. In 2006, Kerala attracted 8.5 million tourists, an increase of 23.68% over the previous year, making the state one of the fastest growing popular destinations in the world. In 2011, tourist inflow to Kerala crossed the 10 million mark. Ayurvedic tourism has become very popular since 1990s, and private agencies have played a notable role in tandem with the initiatives of the tourism department. Kerala is known for its eco-tourism initiatives, which includes mountaineering, trekking, and bird watching programs in the Western Ghats as a major activities. Padmanabha Swami Temple in the state's capital Thiruvananthapuram holds a record as the wealthiest place to worship in the world. The Devabhoomi Himachal Pradesh attracts many tourists by its magnificent beauty and heritage. The Himalayas attracts tourists from all over the world. The main tourist destinations includes hill stations, Hindu pilgrimage sites, and snowy mountains. The state is referred to as Devabhoomi, meaning abode of gods, due to its mention in ancient Hindu texts and occurrence of a large number of historical temples in the state. Himachal is also known for its adventure tourism activities like ice skating, rafting, skiing in Manali, boating in Bilaspur, and trekking, horse riding and fishing. The Buddhist monasteries, trekking to tribal villages, and mountain biking also attracts tourists. Shimla, the state capital, is home to Asia's only natural ice skating rink. The region also has some of the oldest Buddhist monasteries in the world. The major natural disasters which occur in Kerala are coastal hazards, earthquakes, floods, and epidemics. In last 3 years, Kerala witnessed a large flood, Nipah epidemic, and Oki disaster. Kerala's healthcare system has gained much applause during the Nipah and coronavirus attacks. The natural disasters in Himachal Pradesh owes to its geographic peculiarities. The major disasters are forest fires, snow avalanche, earthquakes, and flash floods. The large-scale melting of glaciers due to increase in global temperature make the state more prone to floods. Let's wind up the video with a brief overview of both the states. The Himachal Pradesh has much vast area than Kerala with 1/3 of the population of Kerala. Both the state has good literacy rate with Kerala ranking the first among all Indian states. The GDP and per capita income of Kerala is higher than that of Himachal Pradesh. The reported crime rate in Himachal Pradesh is lower than that of Kerala. Both the state has done exceptionally well in Human Development Index with Kerala ranking first and Himachal Pradesh ranking 7th among all other Indian states. The sex ratio, male to female ratio, is higher in Himachal Pradesh with 1.03 and lower in Kerala with a ratio 0.95. Hope you have enjoyed the video on Kerala, the land of coconuts, and Himachal Pradesh, the land of snow. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos.